Welcome back, bold and the beautiful fans. Christmas is supposed to be a time of warmth, family, and reflection. But this year Forrester Creations is wrapped in shadows. What should have been a season of celebration turns into heartbreak as Eric Forrester faces the darkest Christmas of his life. And the cause may shock even long-time viewers. Because one decision, one move by Ridge, changes everything. Let's dive into the emotional twist that's about to redefine the Forrester legacy. Eric Forrester has lived many lives. Fashion icon, patriarch, survivor. Through decades of triumphs and betrayals, Eric has always believed in one thing above all else: family unity. This Christmas Eric hoped for peace. With the holidays approaching, Eric dreamed of slowing down, of gathering his family under one roof, sharing memories, laughter, and the legacy he built from nothing. He wanted warmth, not war. Reflection, not rivalry. But fate and Ridge had other plans. Instead of peace, Eric finds himself staring into a future where everything he built feels like it's slipping through his fingers. Ridge Forrester believes he's doing the right thing. In his mind, Forrester Creations needs stability, control, a firm hand guiding it into the future. And Ridge believes that hand should be his. But what Ridge sees as leadership, Eric sees it as betrayal. Behind the scenes, Ridge makes a bold, calculated move. One that sidelines Eric's authority in ways that can't be undone. Contracts shift. Decisions are finalized without Eric's blessing. The company Eric poured his soul into now feels unfamiliar, even hostile. And Ridge doesn't announce it publicly. Eric finds out quietly, coldly. At Christmas. The most heartbreaking part of this storyline isn't anger. It's silence. When Eric realizes what Ridge has done, he doesn't explode. He doesn't shout. He doesn't threaten. He withdraws. Spoilers suggest Eric spends Christmas alone, surrounded by memories instead of people. Old sketches. Vintage designs. Photographs of better days. The ghosts of past Christmases echo through the Forrester mansion. For the first time, Eric isn't fighting for control. He's grieving. Not just for a company, but for the loss of respect, purpose, and legacy. Eric always believed Ridge would protect his vision, not replace it. But Ridge sees the situation differently. He believes Eric is holding on too tightly. That sentimentality is dangerous. That business requires tough choices, even if it means hurting the man who taught him everything. This isn't just a power struggle. It's a clash of generations. Tradition versus progress. Heart versus strategy. And Christmas becomes the battleground. When Eric finally confronts Ridge, the pain in his voice cuts deeper than anger ever could. He doesn't accuse, he asks. When did I stop mattering? That single question leaves Ridge shaken, but not enough to undo what he's done. As always, Brooke Logan finds herself trapped between loyalty and love. She sees Eric's pain. She understands Ridge's logic. But for once there's no easy middle ground. Supporting Ridge means endorsing Eric's emotional destruction. Defending Eric means challenging her own partner. Donna, however, doesn't hesitate. Spoilers hint that Donna stands firmly by Eric's side, angrier than viewers have seen her in years. She believes Ridge crossed an unforgivable line, and she's ready to fight to restore Eric's dignity. But will it be enough? Because sometimes support can't undo heartbreak. What happens when the man who built the empire is no longer welcome at the table? Eric begins to question everything. His past decisions. His trust in Ridge. Even his place in the Forrester family. There's a chilling possibility hinted in spoilers. Eric may be preparing to walk away. Not just from the company, but from the family that no longer hears him. And that decision could devastate Forrester Creations far more than Ridge realizes. As Christmas night unfolds, Ridge starts to feel the weight of his actions. The empty chair. The quiet house. The absence of Eric's presence hits harder than expected. Victory doesn't feel like victory anymore. But here's the twist. By the time Ridge realizes the emotional cost of his decision, it may already be too late. Because Eric isn't waiting to be invited back. He's deciding whether he even belongs. This storyline isn't about business. It's about aging, legacy, respect, and the painful reality of letting go. Eric's dark Christmas isn't filled with villains. It's filled with love that arrived too late, understanding that came after damage was done. And Ridge's move? It doesn't just change Forrester Creations. It changes the father-son relationship forever. Will Ridge reverse his decision before Eric walks away for good? Will Eric reclaim his voice, or surrender his legacy? And will this Christmas mark the end of an era at Forrester Creations? One thing is certain. The Bold and the Beautiful is delivering one of its most emotionally devastating holiday arcs ever. But sometimes, the darkest moments don't happen in storms. They happen quietly on Christmas night. Speech Balloon, what do you think? Did Ridge do what was necessary, or did he betray his own father? Like, comment, and subscribe for more Bold and the Beautiful emotional spoilers and twists. Because at Forrester Creations, family wounds cut deeper than any business loss.